Hey guys, I'm on the bike in the gym, getting some sweat going on and some inspiration. Today during my mentoring and coaching sessions, deliberate living kept coming up about being super intentional and deliberate about life. And like obviously in small ways, but in huge ways too. It's the little things, the moments, like the day-to-day stuff. Are you being intentional in your interactions, or are you just rushing into them? Like, do you go in with the purpose of understanding and loving and connecting, or you just rush right in and bleh, right? In your conversations, when you study, when you work, how are you showing up to work? How are you showing up to your meetings? How are you showing up to classes? How are you showing up to a book? How are you showing up to an experience? Right? How are you showing up to church? How are you showing up to your hobbies, to your practice, whether it's sports or music or art, whatever it is? Like, how are you showing up? And when we're just kind of operating on default and autopilot, we just show up. But we don't really show up, right? We're just kind of there. Sometimes the lights are on, but no one's home. You know what I mean? And we're not deliberate or intentional about it. And so we get mediocre results. And we get frustrated and we feel stuck. And we wonder why things aren't working so well. But you find that like super intentional people and very successful people are really deliberate about how they're showing up and the energy they bring. And they give it thought beforehand. And it doesn't have to be much, right? It can literally be a moment where you just pause before and say, what emotion do I want to bring to this? What energy do I want to bring to this? What do I hope to get out of this? What do I hope others get out of their interaction with me? And just to pause. What do I want to give? What do I want others to feel? If I don't say anything else, what's the one thing I really need to say in this conversation or in this interaction? And literally just to pause, 30 seconds, 60-second pause to go into something intentionally. What a difference. And you do that when you're going to work, and you do that when you're coming back home. About to walk in a house. How am I going to set my intention here? And then you can do it day to day, little things. And the more intentional we are, the less the automatic default, drifting of life happens. When life is just happening to us instead of being creators in life. And then we can do it on a huge scale, where instead of just following the scripts, instead of just floating there as the currents of life push us along, and societal currents are pushing this way and that way and whatever, we stop, we really pause and say, where am I going deliberately? Like, what does the end of my life look like? And what are the mileposts along the way? And, where the current's going, is this where I want to go? And we'll make big shifts and say, no, I'm going to do things the way I want things done. I'm going to live meaningfully. I'm going to live purposefully. I'm going to make things happen, right? I'm going to be a creator. And I'm going to take life by the horns, so to speak, and I'm going to, live it on my terms in a way that's meaningful and special and filled with love and excitement and awesome sauce, right? So I just wanted to share this thought, like, please, every day, every moment, be more intentional, more deliberate. Don't just operate on autopilot. Don't just float along. Like, pause. And it's just a quick pause. Just pause. And you can think through right now when you're watching this video, you can write down some prompts, some writing prompts, some questions, a thought, something that when you pause, or you have an alarm go off or whatever, you pause and you know what to think about to be more intentional before you go into it. Promise, if you do this stuff, man, it makes life so much better. Every interaction so much more meaningful, more special, and you start getting the results you want.